I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Washington Commanders. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun. Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Davis now to return it. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
It's taken to the 26. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now back to throw. And yet again, it's McLaurin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Here we go. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Maverick.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On 2nd down now.
Glenn. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And there he goes left side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short throw held in by Trimble. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to the ground with Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed and go for a touchdown, but the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39.
A 39-yard attempt.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 3.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Glenn. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 2nd and 8. Robinson with another carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And with a
apologies to Dylan Thomas. Apparently, they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they'll audible to something else. They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced them to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Okay,
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down, Houston.
let's go now.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Okay, ready?
Second down and 6 now.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called, they are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with ETN.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll look to throw here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Down the right sideline.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Robinson up the middle. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And this time he is in. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
31. Commanders 10. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Etienne up the middle. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Draw play, Etienne. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
A 36-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They declined it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I figure I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Panther 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
That's good for Washington.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Fox. And they're going to speed things up here.
Number 89. That's a gain of 10. Makes it 3rd and 12.
Viking 18. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Texans, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire